Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan and I'm chasing my dream of becoming a profitable day trader. It's only one problem. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. But I'm working hard, I believe in myself, I'm tracking, journaling, all that good stuff, and I'm making steady progress. It's getting really exciting. Best thing is I'm doing it all live right here on YouTube. We're building an awesome community. I'd love to have you be a part of it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, Discord links in the description, and everything's free for the community, man. Anyway, let's get to it, y'all. Go over these trades for the day. Nothing really great happened today. I actually had a really good trade on SMCI to start out with. What is this? Come on, yo. I had a really great trade on SMCI to start out with. You know, I realized, if you guys saw my review video, I'd gotten so used to looking for low of day trades that I've become attracted to weakness at the open, and I kind of lean back, you know, that Drake meme where it's like I'm looking at the strength at the open like that, like, because I want to take the trade off low of day. But if it goes up off the open, that first candle is the low of day. How about that? But I want strength. I want to buy dips on strength. I'm not looking for weakness hoping for strength to return. You know, let's go where the strength is at. So anyway, SMCI looked like the best thing going. I had three things on watch. I had SMCI, BABA, and was it pins? I think it was pins I had on watch. Yeah, PLTR is the outlier that doesn't belong. But yeah, so I got in SMCI, and I was too cautious to add, man. I'm so used to buying it off the weakness, and I don't know, man. Anyway, it wasn't really that clean of a move up and pull back though, so I can't really be too mad at myself for not adding on any one of these pullback areas. But I can be mad at myself for not taking profit. Um, that's kind of out of the normal for me these days. I've gotten really good at taking profits on the way up. The problem is I only had two shares. I only had two shares. And it's just like I'm 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 always wanting to hold for the bigger move. And the way I've been trading recently has been a great compromise, which is selling some of my shares on the way up and holding some shares for a bigger move up. And so when I have a decent amount of shares where I can do that, I'm really able to sell my shares in the right places. But when I only have two shares, I'm like, ooh, I gotta hold on to these for the bigger move. And I end up not selling anything and taking a loss on it, man, which is crazy. Crazy. Um, and then I added on the backside, which is even more ridiculous. I'm trying to see if I could have avoided that on the five. Hold on. I've really been trying to lean on the five a lot more. Yeah, this was just nothing on the five saying add to me. Nothing at all. That's crazy. Yeah, that's nasty work. I think at this point it was so close to coming down to break even that I was just like, well, let me try to see if I can magnify, you know, maximize my position if I'm about to get stopped out anyway. And my stop was supposed to be at break even, but I think I got slipped a little bit. Anyway, total missed opportunity and just like sucky execution. I remember this happening last week when I only had two shares, and I was like, well, I got to adapt. I can't trade my two shares like I have, you know, with the same mindset that I have with all the other positions, hoping for a bigger move up because I don't have the shares for that. So I should have just taken the trade for what it was and, you know, took one share up you know, at like 2R or so. And then at that peak, I think this was a pretty obvious top because I remember wanting to sell after this candle closed and I missed the top. I mean, I still had an opportunity to get the share off, to get the sell off. I mean, I was tripping out over a few pennies, man, not taking profits up here. Once I decided it was time, I was already kind of late, but definitely a missed opportunity there. As you guys can see, I traded multiple things today. So I've been trying to stay focused at trading one thing per day. And the reason I did that is because I was going crazy. I was trading two or three things at the same time. It just really wasn't manageable. And I was, you know, when a sector would be bad, I would be trading two or three things in the same sector. So when one would stop, all of them would stop. It was chaos. So I needed to put some training wheels on so I could try to fix it. And so I decided to start trading one stock per day. And it really helped slow me down, I think. And I think I achieved what I needed to achieve with that. And now I think it had become kind of a hindrance because by committing to watch only one thing, you know, a stock is either going to go up, go sideways, or go down. And so it's really only a 30% chance that I'm going to see what I want to see, you know, even with the best daily setup. So I'm really limiting myself, man, really limiting myself. And so I decided today to watch three stocks and then take my first trade on the best one and focus on that. Now, once that trade was over and I was looking for my next trade, ideally I was thinking I was gonna, once I took my first trade, I was gonna commit to that. But it's like, okay, now that I'm out of the trade and I'm reassessing, what if the what I just took a trade out, that's now I'm out of because it went down, what if that's no longer the best option? Like, why am I keeping myself to stay on this one stock when maybe there's another stock that's now more in play than this one is? You know, so that's when I was like, I saw Baba setting up on the 5 here, you know, coming down here making these hammer candles, so I jumped in right there. And you know, there was a clue that this was going to happen because this made a slightly lower low. This low was 105.08 and this low was 105.05. So it broke the low by 3 cents. They gobbled it up, but then it came right back down. They gobbled it up again and then went up and made lower high, then double topped, and that was it. It got crushed. It got crushed. Man, Paul was so dialed in on it too. I just wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen. But I mean, I can't listen. I got to do what I think's best, and then you know I'll take the lessons into account, and then you know grow for my next experience. So I super appreciate the input, Paul. If you're watching this, that's Uncle Paul, man. That's Unc. um, yeah. So what makes the most sense to me is to pick the best things to watch for the day. No more than three, though. You know, the best three. And when I'm getting ready to, when I'm looking like, what's the best thing, you know? So I'll take the strongest and best setup that appears first. And then if that works out and I get to stay in that trade, then I'm going to just stay focused on that. But once that trade is over with and I'm looking for another trade, I'm going to go back and look and see what's the best opportunity, you know? And I think that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So we got to make the good adjustments, you know? I know I was trying to commit to the process, but part of the process is reflecting on, you know, the data and your experience and making adjustments. And there's no need to wait till the end of the month to make an adjustment that's obvious like this one. But another adjustment, so that process is an adjustment. I still don't want to be in two trades at the same time. I still think that's kind of reckless, especially for how I'm looking to trade, how I'm looking to add and really amplify the R's of each position. I still don't want to do that. So it's definitely one at a time thing. And I'm still stopping out at 3R. So I got 3 swings to take, potentially. That doesn't mean I have to take 3 swings, but I have potentially 3 trades to take. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the other thing is this issue I had here with the two shares. I'm gonna raise my risk from $1 to $3. And it's not, the cool thing is it's not much. It's not that much more, right? But it's triple what it was. So instead of 2 shares, it would be 6 shares. I could live with 6 shares. I could sell 2 here, 2 there, and still have 2 for the home run. I'm okay with that. So, yeah, that's the plan. So next week, I'm going to pick the top 3, if applicable, might just be the top 2, but best 3 things to watch. Take my first trade on the best setup that appears, right? And then I'm focused on that. If that trade is over, I'm still within my trading window. Go back to the list and see what's the best thing going. Um, yeah, but I mean, honestly, hopefully, maybe one trade is enough. One trade is enough. If I take the best setup at the open and then it doesn't pan out, or it pans out and then I'm done, like, just be cool with whatever that was. I don't know. It just depends. It depends how early it is that I get out of the trade. I don't really want to be trading deep into the late morning, like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't want to be taking new trades at that time. You know, um, but you know, just I don't want to feel so boxed in. Like if I see a setup, I can't take it because I took a trade on another stock already. It's kind of silly. So next week, still gonna come in patient, ready to sit on hands, ready to not take a trade if there's no setup. But if there is a setup, we're gonna attack the front side, not the back side. The only way we attack the back side is if we've taken profit and we want to add back. That's what I think. But yeah, just attack the front side and not expect anything else after that. And if something else forms that looks really good, then maybe we can assess. But gotta pay attention to the small things. I feel kind of silly on was this Pins or Baba? Yeah, Baba for just ignoring this lower low. Um, I mean, I was able to make some money on it though, but I should have managed my expectations a little better. You know, um, definitely should have managed my expectations a little better. But we're learning. We're learning, making steady improvements. It's really been a fun process, man. There's definitely been some ups and downs. We were going over my journal today. Shout out Trader Sync, link in the description. And looking at May. In May, I had like 3 green days the whole month and lost like really like a lot of money, like unnecessarily amounts. I was not risking $1 per trade back then. I was probably risking 25 a trade, and I had some pretty bad red days. I my max loss was ridiculous. I think I was using Sterling back then. I don't know, man. It was some dark times, for sure. Have been a part of the journey, but we're definitely in a good time right now. A time where you feel like you're making really good progress and you feel like you're getting close, man. Like you see some days, like you're having days where you behave like a profitable trader and your results are that of a profitable trader. You're starting to see more and more of those days to where it's possible. It's possible. You just got a little ways to go to lock in that consistency. But it's possible, you know. So yeah, man, these are exciting times. I have a lot of I'm very optimistic for February. Um, in the sense that I think that if I can keep my red days small, that would be a big accomplishment. That would be a big accomplishment. So not really so many expectations on the green side because I don't know what the market's going to give me, but I can definitely control how much I lose. I can definitely control that. So I'm excited to see how I do there. But we'll see how the week goes, man. I'm excited. We did okay this week, man. We did okay this week. Let me pop out the journal real quick. Do I have it up already? I think I do. Uh, Come on. There we go. All right. So 88 cent. We lost $2.13 today, I think. So we're down 1R on the month. Down about 1R on the month. Yeah. So not too bad. Not too bad. We can definitely make that back in one trade. So we just got to be solid. Hopefully next week we have 3 green days and not 3 red days. But yeah, man, we're making progress. It's looking good. I'm excited. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Go Chiefs. I holla. Peace.